Hello, and thank you for joining us on the latest one-on-one episode, a video series from Modern Healthcare Custom Media featuring insights from leaders from across the country. I'm Fawn Lopez, publisher of Modern Healthcare and Vice President of Crane Communications. And I'm thrilled to be speaking today with the innovative leader of City of Hope, Robert Stone. As president and CEO of City of Hope, Robert Stone has driven the rapid evolution of this world-renowned National Cancer Institute designated comprehensive cancer research and treatment organization. Today, Robert will be talking with us about the long-term strategies and upcoming changes for City of Hope as it continually reinvents itself to transforming the future of cancer care. Robert, thank you for joining us. And I've been looking forward to to our conversation. So let's dive into some questions, shall we?
Sounds great, Fawn. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to speaking with you.
Thank you. As one of the nation's best hospitals for cancer care, what is City of Hope's vision and strategy when it comes to cancer treatment?
Well, Fawn, everyone knows that cancer touches every life one way or another. And our vision is to be at the center of the fight to eradicate cancer. And the way we go about doing that is by bringing tomorrow's discoveries to the people who need them today. And that has translated to continued growth and transformation into what is now a national cancer research and treatment system that's focused on democratizing cancer care and delivering innovative breakthroughs to even more patients, families, and communities across the country.
Thank you for that. You've said before that cancer is different. And as cancer is the core of City of Hope's mission, what are the biggest challenges faced by cancer patients? And how is your organization, how is City of Hope addressing them?
Well, so think of it this way. Speed is the essential ingredient. Cancer patients seem to spend their entire lives waiting to get an appointment with a specialist, waiting for lab results, waiting for their next treatment, and waiting for a cure. And there's a growing understanding that there are hundreds of different types of cancers. And here's the key. Each of these cancer types potentially requires a different type of therapy in a personalized approach. And what cancer patients want, they want three things. They want timely access to doctors who are experts at treating their type of cancer, ideally in the communities and where they live and seek treatment. They want availability of relevant clinical trials, medical research, and cutting edge innovation. And third, and really importantly, they want to be treated with dignity and respect. You see, cancer patients' outcomes vary dramatically, not just by zip code, but also by the distance that they live from an NCI comprehensive cancer center. And they need access to the latest science, discovery, and therapeutics, and the optimal clinical care. And what we decided during this journey is that academic cancer centers like City of Hope have an obligation to take their care and their research into the communities where patients live. We need to recognize that the best chance of cure is the first chance of cure. And we need to collectively, as a group, be as innovative with our delivery models as we are with our scientific innovations. And for City of Hope, that means continuing to deliver the next generation of scientific discovery, rapidly translating science into the care environment, and further develop and expand a unique care delivery model that combines the best of academic medicine with great community-based care.
I love the quote, what you just said, the best chance for care is the first chance for care. That
It's
is
very true.
that's so true. And as someone who's had family members that had gone through cancer treatments and have dealt with cancer, what you're doing is so important. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Phil.
Um, in addition to City of Hope's 35 network sites in Southern California, your system is one of the few cancer organizations in the country to open a second major campus in Orange County. What drove the decision, or essentially what need is that meeting?
Well, so the expansion into Orange County is really a continuation of the strategy I just described, which is to rapidly translate discoveries and innovations and to provide the clinical expertise in more communities throughout the country. Some 80% of cancer care in this country is delivered in the community setting, not in an academic center. And if patients don't have to travel, they shouldn't travel. The new Orange County campus in Irvine fits this philosophy. Orange County is the sixth largest, most populous county in the United States, with a growing population that's also aging faster than the rest of the state. And it's a county in which 20% of the patients leave their area to receive care. Many of them come to our campus in Los Angeles. And we concluded that if you don't have to travel, bring the care to the people in the communities where they live. And the $1 billion we committed to this project includes a 190,000 square foot cancer center and research facility that's scheduled to open this summer. And it'll be by 2025 joined by the county's only specialty cancer hospital, and it'll all be under one roof. It combines great care with research.
That's amazing. So the Orange County campus will be opening at this summer.
This summer, it'll be ready this summer. It's an exciting time, and it'll be great news for the people of Orange County as we continue our effort to democratize cancer care.
And speaking of that, I have a question about the democratizing cancer care. But you mentioned how large of a footprint geographically Orange County is. It is also very diverse, right? The population base is extremely diverse.
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. It is.
So tell us what you meant when you say we need to democratize access to cancer care.
So we believe that where you live or what you earn should never be the determinant of who gets optimal care. Everybody deserves it. And 1 in 3 people will get cancer in their lifetimes. And while we live in this wondrous era of cancer care breakthroughs and discovery, there really is cause for hope. The gap of who can access the best care continues to widen, and we need to work in partnership to solve this access problem. I'll give you an example. Black men are more than twice as likely to die from prostate cancer as white men. And Black women are 40% more likely to die from breast cancer as white women. And we can't accept these outcomes. We can't at City of Hope, we can't as a cancer care community, and we can't as a society. And so the notion of democratizing cancer care has been the driving force behind our expansion. And it's at its base, it's focused on making our care deliverable, our expertise and our innovation available to more patients, their families, and their communities than have access today. And we want to tackle this gap by advocating for our patients, for reaching out. And it has 3 or 4 levels. One, the expanding the reach at the community level. Fawn, you mentioned our expansion in Southern California. It's It's included now 35 community-based sites. Before Orange County, the campus in Orange County will be 36. We've expanded our scientific expertise into Arizona 5 years ago when we invited TGen, which is a genomic research institute, into the City of Hope family. And we recently announced the acquisition of Cancer Treatment Centers of America. And CTCA will expand us into 3 additional states. And that's on top of our efforts for Access Hope, which I can talk about in a few minutes, but it's a notion of taking employer and employees and expanding our expertise into the community. So that's one. 2, advocacy. We've undertaken something that we haven't done in the past, and it's a strong advocacy stance on behalf of our patients. And we've worked with other like-minded organizations to advance the Cancer Care is Different campaign out here in California. And it's led to the California legislature passing a Cancer Patients Bill of Rights resolution this past year, so that we together come and be the voice to support cancer patients.
That's amazing. So yes, I would love to talk with you further about some of these initiatives and efforts that you're implementing at City of Hope. And just Access Hope is such an amazing initiative, and would love to hear more about that. Any additional thoughts that you might want to add before we end our conversation?
Well, I think this. It really is a time of great hope for cancer patients. But I want to go back to what I said just a few minutes ago, that creating access and being innovative in the access to cutting edge care and the best of scientific discoveries in the communities where people live is essential. We as cancer care providers have an obligation to take our expertise and make it available in communities in which people live. And I'll leave you with this. You mentioned Access Hope, Fawn. We're now part of a community in Access Hope that has 75 leading employers signed across 24 states plus the District of Columbia, 23 of which are in the Fortune 500. And we serve today more than 3 million lives that live around the country, all 50 states. And when you talk about democratizing care, you have to realize you can't do it alone. And we've been joined in that fight in Access Hope with the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute, with Northwestern University, and most recently, we announced last week with Emory University. This is what it's all about. Not trying to make it a single organization, but coming together to eradicate cancer and bringing tomorrow's discoveries to the people who need them today.
Robert, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Fawn, for the opportunity. I've enjoyed our conversation and look forward to future ones.
And as do I. And it was just such a pleasure talking with you and learning more about what City of Hope is doing to transform the future of cancer care for patients and families. As someone who lost a sister to cancer, and just last week, a friend who lost her brave battle to cancer, I want to thank you for your mission and vision. Thank you for your passion and commitment for eradicating cancer. And please let me know what I can do to support you in that journey.
I will, Fawn. Thank you. And just as I'm sure you know, you and your family aren't alone in that fight. Increasingly, there are more and more people who will walk side by side with you.
Thank you. And to our audience, thank you for joining us today, and look for more one-on-one episodes in the future. Thank you again. Thank you, Robert, and have a good day. Thanks. Bye-bye.